All right. Ready to dive deep into some cool martial arts stuff today. We're going to be talking about sinking power, Shenqiujin, in Mandarin. We've got some writing from a combat Bagwashang master named Zheng Shaxuan.
Sounds intense.
It is. It's really interesting stuff. So are you ready to try and unlock the secrets of this kind of elusive skill?
I'm ready, yeah.
Awesome. So I was looking through this document, and Zheng Shaxuan, he says that sinking power, it's like a full body skill. It's not just about how strong your legs are. It's about generating this like stable downward force with your whole body.
Yeah, that makes sense. Like putting your entire weight into one point, right?
Yeah, exactly.
You know, it's interesting, though, Kaz, there's this Taiwanese Bagwashang master, Liu Yunquao, and he defines sinking power as like everything moving down all at once together with stability. So like even within the same martial art, there's different ways to think about it.
Yeah. That is really interesting. And actually, you know what's even more interesting is that apparently mainland Chinese Bagwashang schools, they don't even really talk about sinking power that much.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's so interesting.
It makes you wonder what they're doing differently.
Yeah. Well, it just goes to show how many different approaches there are in martial arts. But
Yeah.
let's focus on combat Bagwashang for today, since that's what this document is about.
Yeah.
And it looks like they structure their whole system around these like 3 stages of power development.
3 stages.
Yeah, so there's like sinking power,
Okay.
then cross power, and then blasting power.
Okay, hold on. Break that down for me.
Okay, so imagine you start with sinking power, right?
Yeah.
That's solid downward force.
Right.
And then you add like horizontal force to that. So it's like intersecting lines of energy, and that's cross power.
Gotcha.
And then finally, you can combine those two into this like explosive force that can go anywhere. Blasting power.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a cool progression.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting.
So it's like you need that sinking power, that foundation,
Right.
before you can build anything on top of it. But how do you actually cultivate sinking power? It seems like in this document they talk a lot about horse stance.
Right, yeah, the horse stance is super important.
Okay.
But here's what I find really cool. This document shows all these different horse stances from all different martial arts,
Okay.
and they're all kind of different.
Oh, really?
Some are wider, some are more narrow. The feet are pointing in different directions.
That's so interesting. I wonder, like, why are there so many variations?
Yeah, it's like everyone's got their own Well, I think it's because each martial art has like its own purpose, right? Its own principles.
Right.
So
Okay.
like, you know, if you look at like Northern Shaolin, they have these really wide stances.
Yeah.
That's great for stability, for power. But maybe you sacrifice some speed.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And then you
Yeah.
have like 7-star praying mantis, where the stance is much more narrow. And it's all about being really quick and agile.
Oh, wow.
So it just depends on what you're trying to do, you know?
Yeah. That's so cool. So the way you stand actually determines, like, what kind of power you can generate.
Exactly.
That's so crazy.
Yeah.
So what about combat Bagwashang? What's so special about their horse stance?
Well, their stance, it's all about being like sinking yet buoyant.
What?
Yeah. So like they want to be grounded and stable,
Yeah.
but also able to move really quickly and powerfully, you know?
Oh, wow. That seems really hard.
Yeah. It's a tricky balance. But they have these special ways of doing it.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So like one thing they do is they actually start by kneeling and then they rise up into the stance.
I've never seen that.
It's pretty unique.
Yeah.
And it makes their stance wider than usual. It's like they're maximizing their base
Interesting.
so they can generate more power when they're like charging forward.
Okay, that makes sense.
And then
So,
their knees are also angled slightly outwards.
outwards.
Yeah. So they're like in line with their feet. Instead of being tucked inwards,
I see.
you might think that would make them less stable,
Yeah.
but it actually creates this outward pushing force
Oh, wow.
that adds to their stability.
That's really interesting. I would think, though, that, like, outward knees would make you more vulnerable to someone, like, sweeping your legs or something.
That's a good point. I mean, remember that. This stance, it's designed to work with combat Bagwashang specific movements
Yeah.
and techniques.
Right.
And another key thing is they keep their feet facing forward.
Which seems kind of counterintuitive.
Yeah, you'd think you'd want to turn them out. but
Yeah.
that's really important for their like grinding step technique.
Grinding step.
Yeah, it's all about like
Mm.
locking onto your opponent and controlling their movement.
I see.
So it all works together, you know?
Wow. So it's like a whole system where every little detail is like, ooh,
Connected.
that's amazing. And it's not even just about the legs, is it? Because I noticed in this document they talk about like 5 specific body alignments for maximizing sinking power in this horse stance.
Right, yeah, those are really important.
Okay, so let's break those down. What's the first alignment?
Okay, so the first one is upright posture.
Okay,
So that's like keeping your spine straight and stable.
gotcha.
Like, imagine there's a string pulling the top of your head up towards the ceiling.
Okay.
That's the feeling you want to have. And they combine that with like a relaxed neck that's slightly lifted and a tucked tailbone.
So it's kind of like good posture, but taken to another level.
Yeah, exactly. It's
Yeah.
all about building a strong core
I agree.
and a stable base.
You're right.
Okay, the next one is sinking shoulders and dropping elbows.
Okay.
It's just like, let your shoulders relax. And let your elbows hang heavy, like you're trying to touch the floor with them.
Oh, wow. I'm guessing this is about directing that downward force.
Yeah, exactly. You're channeling that energy straight down through your body.
Yeah.
And then we have holding the chest and lifting the back.
Holding the chest and lifting the back. That sounds like it's about breathing.
Yeah, you're right. So they expand their chest
Okay.
to get full lung capacity. And they straighten their spine, like they're trying to make themselves taller.
I see.
It's about maximizing oxygen intake
Mm-hmm.
and energy levels.
So they're literally powering up their sinking power.
Yeah.
Through their breath.
Yeah, that's a great way to put it.
Wow.
Now, this next one's a little bit counterintuitive.
Okay.
It's relaxed waist and loose abdomen.
Relaxed waist and loose abdomen.
Yeah.
Okay.
Instead of tensing up, they actually loosen up their core.
Hmm.
It seems like that would make them weaker,
Yeah.
but it actually helps their body sink deeper
Hmm.
and transfer force more effectively.
That's so interesting. It seems like a lot of this is kind of counterintuitive.
Yeah, you got to understand the principles behind it.
Yeah.
And the final piece of the puzzle is rounded groin.
Rounded groin. Okay.
I know it sounds a little strange,
Yeah, that's a new one.
but it's about relaxing and opening up the groin area.
Okay.
And you might be thinking, like, how does that contribute to sinking power?
Yeah.
But it's actually crucial for Kais. Lower body stability, agility, and it helps energy flow smoothly through the body.
Interesting. So it's all connected from the top of your head to to your toes. It's amazing. But okay, I gotta ask, like, these 5 alignments, they're so specific. How do we know that they actually work?
Well, this is where it gets really fun.
Yeah.
Because the document actually describes a bunch of experiments that they did.
Really?
Yeah, to test how effective sinking power is
Okay.
when it's generated through this specific horse stance.
Tell me everything.
Okay, so
One of the experiments involved someone grabbing the practitioner's arm while they were lowering into the stance.
Mhm.
Because of that downward force, the grabber would actually fall forward.
what?
Yeah.
So you're saying, like, if I master this stance,
Yeah.
I can make people trip just by standing there?
Well, not exactly, but
Right.
you get the idea.
It's like they were using the stance
Mm-hmm.
to redirect that incoming force.
Wow.
And they also have 2 people try to lift the practitioner from behind while they were in the stance.
Okay.
And they couldn't budge them.
Whoa. That's so cool. So this is, like, actually useful.
Yeah, it's not just about looking cool.
Right.
This stance makes you incredibly stable
Yeah.
and difficult to move.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm curious, though. Is everyone in agreement about the, like, right way to do a horse stance? Because, like you said, there are so many variations.
Yeah, that's a really good question. And it actually leads to another interesting point. So
Yeah.
this document compares the combat bagwas hang stance
Okay.
to this more traditional stance that's
Yeah.
often attributed to Li Shuwen.
Li Shuwen.
Yeah, it was like a legendary bagwas hang master.
Wow.
And his stance, as it's been passed down through Lu Yunqiao, it emphasizes inward tucked knees,
Oh, wow.
which is totally different from combat bagwas hang's slightly outward knees.
So there's, like, a debate,
Yeah.
even within the same martial art.
What's the best way to do it?
Wow.
That's fascinating.
It is. And it gets even deeper than that.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Causing this document mentions another guy, Su Yusheng. He's a lineage holder of Lu Yunqiao style.
Okay.
And he talks about this old Bagwas Hang manual. That actually aligns more closely with the combat Bagwas Hang, outward knee positioning.
Oh, wow.
So it's like, there's more to this than meets the eye.
It's like we're peeling back layers of history here.
I know, right? It's really cool.
Yeah. So, is one stance definitively better?
Wow. That's the $1 million question. And this document actually encourages readers to experiment with different stances.
Oh, really?
Yeah, see which one achieves better sinking power and stability for them, you know. It's not about blindly following tradition. It's about finding what works best for you.
It's like, don't just take our word for it. Go out and try it yourself.
Exactly.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's all about exploration.
So it seems like we've got a lot more to unpack here. We've only just scratched the surface of sinking power. And this combat Bagwazhang approach, absolutely. There's so much more to explore.
Yeah.
And I think in the next part of our deep dive,
Hmm.
we can talk about some of the deeper implications of these ideas
Yes.
and like
Yeah.
how they can apply to your life,
Yeah.
even if you're not a martial artist.
Yeah, I'm really interested in that.
Me too.
All right, well, let's take a quick break and we'll be right back.
This document is pretty cool. It's like, it goes beyond just the like physical techniques,
Yeah,
you know?
definitely.
It's like philosophy too, and like the principles behind combat Bagwazhang.
Yeah, it's not just about like how to do the moves. It's
Right.
about like why you do them,
Yeah,
which I think is really valuable.
totally. It's like instead of just mimicking movements, we're actually learning how the body can like generate power and use power.
Exactly. And what I really appreciate is how Zheng Chokswan like combines traditional wisdom with modern insights.
Hmm.
He's not afraid to question the old ways,
Mm.
and he like backs up his ideas with logic and these experiments we talked about.
Yeah, it's cool. It's like he's building a bridge
Yeah.
between the past and the present. Yeah, I like that. It's a good way to put it. Oh, and speaking of bridges, there's this really thought-provoking quote in here.
So
It says, "Innovation is the true path to rediscovering the essence of the old masters."
Whoa. That's a deep one.
Yeah.
I mean, it seems counterintuitive, right? Like you'd think that innovation and tradition would be like opposites.
Yeah, you'd think so.
Yeah.
But this quote is suggesting that they can actually work together.
Hmm.
It's like, we shouldn't be afraid to question things, to experiment, to find like new ways of understanding these ancient principles.
It's not about like blindly following tradition. It's more about like
Yeah.
understanding the core principles and then maybe finding new ways to apply them.
Yeah, exactly. And maybe, just maybe, by doing that, we can unlock even greater potential than the old masters themselves imagined.
That's a powerful thought. Like
Mm.
we're not just inheriting a legacy, but we're actually like
Yeah.
adding to it.
Yeah, I like that. It's like
Yeah.
contributing to this ongoing evolution of knowledge.
Yeah. This is great stuff, but I'm curious, like, what does all of this mean for someone who's not like a martial arts expert?
That's a great question.
Yeah.
I mean, I think there's a lot to learn from this, even if you never like
Mm.
step foot in a dojo.
Okay.
So like, first of all, sinking power. It's not like some mystical ability that only certain people can do. It's
Right.
a skill.
Yeah.
And like any skill, you can develop it with focused practice.
So it's not about like being born with it. It's about putting in the work.
Exactly. And it's not about brute force either.
Okay,
It's
yeah.
about coordination, body awareness, and like using your structure to your advantage.
Mhm.
These are principles that can apply to
Yeah.
so many areas of life.
Yeah. It makes me think about like athletes in other sports, like a tennis player who needs that stability to,
Yeah.
hit a powerful serve, or a golfer who needs a solid base
Yeah.
for their swing.
Totally. And even beyond like physical activities, these concepts of grounding and stability and efficient force production, they can apply to like
It's mental and emotional resilience too. Oh, wow. So it's like finding that inner strength no matter what challenges you're facing.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. It's not just about punching harder or
Mm.
being physically stronger. It's about like
Mhm.
this deeper understanding of yourself and your
Yeah.
potential.
Yeah, I like that.
We've been focusing on combat Bagwazhang, obviously, but I'm curious, what are your thoughts on this idea of like innovation within tradition? Because it seems like that's happening everywhere, not just in martial arts.
Yeah, you're right. It's like there's this renewed interest in traditional knowledge and practices, but also this recognition that we need to adapt and evolve.
Right. It's not about throwing out the old ways. It's about like
Yeah.
finding ways to make them relevant for
Right.
today.
It's a tricky balance.
It's
Like
fair.
we need to respect the wisdom of the past, but also be open to new ways of doing things.
Yeah, it's like building a bridge
Mhm.
between the past and the future. That's strong enough to support both.
That's beautiful. It's exciting to think about what the future holds as we continue to explore this intersection.
Of tradition and innovation. I know, me too. This has been a really great conversation. I hope our listeners are feeling that same sense of wonder and curiosity.
I definitely am. And I'm left with this feeling that there's so much more to discover, not just about martial arts, but about ourselves. and our potential. So we talked about that quote earlier, about innovation being the path to rediscovering the essence of the old masters. What what really resonates with you about that?
I think it's a paradox, isn't it? Innovation and tradition. You'd think they'd be like opposite forces,
Right. Yeah.
but this quote suggests that they can actually complement each other.
Yeah, and it's
Well,
like
yeah.
maybe they need each other to truly thrive. We can't just blindly follow tradition without questioning or exploring new possibilities, but then at the same time, innovation without a solid foundation in tradition can just feel kind of rootless and like you don't know where you're going.
Yeah, it's about finding that balance
Mm.
between respecting the wisdom of the past, but also pushing the boundaries of what's possible in the present. And I think that's what makes martial arts so compelling.
Yeah.
You have this deep respect for lineage and history, but you also have this drive to evolve
Yeah.
and adapt.
It's like we're inheriting this incredible legacy, but we're also being given permission to add our own chapter to the story.
Exactly. And it's not just about adding for the sake of adding, it's about deepening our understanding,
Mm.
refining the techniques, finding new ways to express the essence of these arts, keeping the spirit alive, even as the forms evolve.
Right. And that evolution is kind of inevitable, isn't it? I mean, martial arts have always been influenced
Mm.
by the cultures and contexts in which they developed. So as the world changes, the arts have to change too.
That's a great point. Martial arts are a reflection of the human experience. They're always evolving
Mm-hmm.
and changing, just like we are.
Mm.
And I think that's what keeps them so vibrant and relevant, even thousands of years
Yeah.
after they were first developed.
So, as we wrap up this deep dive into thinking power and combat Bagwasang, what's the one thing you hope our listeners take away from this conversation?
I hope they walk away
Yeah.
with a renewed sense of wonder and curiosity about martial arts. There's so much more to them than just fighting. They offer a path to self-discovery, a way of connecting with our bodies and minds in a deeper way. And they can help us unlock our potential, both physically and mentally.
And that path, it might not always be easy or straightforward. It might involve questioning assumptions, experimenting with new approaches, maybe even challenging some long-held beliefs.
That's true, but I think it's in those moments of discomfort and uncertainty that we often discover the most
Mhm.
about ourselves
Hmm.
and what we're truly capable of.
It's a good reminder that learning is a lifelong journey, and there's always something new to discover. So to all our listeners out there, keep exploring, keep questioning, and keep pushing the boundaries of what you thought was possible.
The world of martial arts, and the world in general, is full of hidden depths just waiting to be explored. So who knows what you might find.
Exactly. Well, that's all the time we have for today. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive into thinking power. And a huge thank you to our expert for sharing their knowledge with us. We'll see you next time for another deep dive into the world of martial arts.